Let's take you straight away to Ottawa on this Canada Day, where some people involved in the Freedom Convoy and Rolling Thunder protests have returned to the city and are marching at this very hour. CBC's Rafi Boudjikanian is on the scene. Rafi, what can you tell us?
Natasha, it has been a mostly quiet day, and for much of the morning, police were outnumbering protesters in front of Parliament Hill, but that quickly changed over the course of the last couple of hours, and as you can see right here, the protesters have started marching. I'm not exactly clear on where they want to go. This march had been advertised as being between Parliament Hill and the National War Memorial, but they are taking a different route than that right now, just kind of walking through the downtown core of Ottawa, and police are still here. You may not be seeing as many of them. That's because they are outnumbered at the moment. They're sort of just watching from the sides, and they've tweeted that they're keeping watch to make sure everything stays safe and that there are no major disruptions. And as protesters are walking, we're also seeing Ottawa residents, some of them just greeting them, some of them saying that they're not welcome here, making gestures that I will not repeat on television, but you can imagine what's going on. So there is an angry crowd here. They're still upset at Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, talking about repealing vaccine mandates, many of which are, of course, gone now. The Prime Minister himself hasn't really addressed what's going on, although earlier today during his speech he was speaking to Canadians, and he did say that the flag is not meant to represent this movement. So he took a bit of a subtle shot at it. Now, I don't know exactly where they're headed, but we're going to keep following and seeing exactly what's going on here, Natasha.
We can clearly see that it's a pretty animated crowd that you're walking along with, Rafi, and a police officer just went past you, and that's exactly what I wanted to ask you about. The police did make a couple of arrests. What do we know about that?
None today that we know of. We did ask police for updated figures, but they just told us what they have been since yesterday, that there were 4 arrests made yesterday at the National War Memorial over some sort of altercation between police and protesters. Police say that one of their own officers was assaulted. We have seen video of a police officer getting taken down, and then more officers sort of swarming that crowd, and they say they're reviewing that video and determining exactly what went down there. I can also tell you Ottawa bylaw has ticketed some 275 vehicles for parking violations, they say, and also towed 72 vehicles. I'm just staying out of the way here so you can see what's going on as we see it, Natasha.
It's a pretty large crowd. Now, Rafi, are you at all able to situate this for us? How close is this to Parliament Hill?
Well, if I took a speed walk back, I would be there in about 15 minutes, I would say, if not faster.
Okay, and so Rafi, as you rightly...
We don't know, sir. We're live right now.
Yeah, I know.
As you rightly mentioned, are you able to stay with me,
Sorry,
Rafi,
Natasha,
or is someone...
you were saying?
Yes, I'm asking...
Yes. No, it's all good. You know, people are wondering what's going on, and I'm telling them we're on live TV, so yeah. Yeah,
we're all wondering what's going on over there, because part of the thing you mentioned earlier, Rafi, is that many of the individuals have said they're protesting vaccine-related mandates and some of the COVID health-related mandates, but you pointed out that most of them have been removed right across the country. So what is the sense of the frustration that you're getting from the individuals who are there?
Well, I mean, you just heard someone yell at us, so you can hear that frustration for yourself, I think. But I will say, you know, one of the organizers from yesterday's events, James Topp, he is a Canadian veteran who refused to take part in today's events. And he did say he's not been able to get back to work, and he knows of a number of people who have not. So he's suggesting that there are still obstacles for people who have not gotten vaccinated, although mandates have been lifted.
Okay, we'll stay on this story. Rafi, thanks so much. CBC's Rafi Boudjikanian in Ottawa.
You're very welcome.